Meagan Good, a name that has been buzzing louder than ever in Hollywood circles, is stepping into 2025 with a whirlwind of career highs, personal revelations, and never-ending gossip that keeps her at the center of conversations both in entertainment, news, and on social media feeds. Because while some people still see her as the talented young actress from projects like Eve's Bayou or Think Like a Man, the truth is Meagan has evolved into a powerhouse who balances acting, producing, advocacy, and her very public personal life, all while dealing with scrutiny that most people wouldn't survive. And if we're being honest, part of the fascination is how she seems to thrive in the chaos rather than shrink from it. Fresh off her divorce from Hollywood pastor and producer Devin Franklin, Meagan shocked many when she found herself in the headlines again, not for heartbreak, but for her budding romance with Jonathan Majors, an actor whose career took a massive hit after highly publicized legal issues. And while some people criticized her for standing by him, others applauded her for being unapologetically herself and choosing love on her own terms, with gossip blogs dissecting every sighting, every post, and every red carpet appearance to figure out what this new chapter really means for her. For her part, Meagan has kept things classy, focusing on her craft and letting people talk. But whether she likes it or not, her relationship fuels speculation that bleeds into her career moves, especially as she takes on projects that seem to blur the line between personal and professional, like the upcoming Lifetime thriller I'll Never Let You Go, where she plays a woman trapped in a toxic, controlling marriage with a man who refuses to let her go, a story that has fans drawing parallels to her own real-life ups and downs, even though Meagan herself insists it's purely a role. But that's the magic of Meagan Good. Her work resonates because it feels real, and fans can't resist connecting the dots between her screen characters and her private struggles, which only adds fuel to the fire when the gossip mill starts turning. Now, when it comes to her career, I'll Never Let You Go is just the beginning of what insiders are calling the Meagan Good Renaissance. Because in addition to her leading role, she's also stepping behind the camera more, proving she's not just a star, but also a creative force shaping the stories being told. The Lifetime thriller is already creating a storm online, with clips from the trailer going viral and fans calling it her most intense performance since Stomp the Yard or Think Like a Man. But this time with a darker, more mature edge. Industry insiders are whispering that if the film falls in the ratings they expect, it could lead to a string of psychological thrillers produced by and starring Meagan, essentially cementing her as the queen of black-led Lifetime and streaming thrillers. Fans have even turned the idea into a meme, calling it the Good Cinematic Universe, with mock posters of fake titles like Goodbye Forever or Good Intentions, where she plays everything from a haunted widow to an undercover detective. And while it started as a joke, it perfectly illustrates the demand for her brand of drama. Add to that her confirmed role in Divorce in the Black, a Tyler Perry production for Prime Video where she stars opposite Corey Hardrict, and you start to see the shape of her comeback. Because Perry is known for building his leads into household names, and pairing Meagan with Hardrict in a messy divorce drama about betrayal, redemption, and moving on feels like perfect timing, given the public's obsession with her personal love story. In fact, gossip writers are already speculating that some of the dialogue in the movie might mirror Meagan's own divorce experience. And while she hasn't confirmed it, the parallels are impossible to ignore, which makes the project even juicier for audiences who love a mix of fiction and reality. But it doesn't stop there, because rumors are swirling that Meagan has her eyes on another Netflix limited series that would mark her entry into the true crime-inspired thriller genre, something reportedly called Fatal Love Affairs, though whether the title is real or just a fan creation is up for debate. Because the whole rumor started after a supposed casting grid leaked online, listing her as the star. Nothing's been confirmed, but entertainment blogs latched onto it immediately, treating it as a near certainty. And fans began to imagine her in the role of a woman both victimized and villainized in a series of twisted love stories, each episode flipping the narrative on its head, even if it's not real yet. The fact that the idea has gained so much traction means it could very well become reality. Because that's how the entertainment industry works these days. If the internet buzzes loudly enough, producers listen, and Meagan, who has always been savvy about audience demand, knows how to ride the wave. Meanwhile, whispers also connect her to an entitled Blumhouse horror project slated to shoot later this year, one that reportedly focuses on a mother protecting her child from supernatural forces. And if true, it would mark Meagan's triumphant return to horror, a genre that gave her some of her early cult-following moments with films like Venom, The Unborn, and One Missed Call. With horror enjoying a renaissance thanks to Jordan Peele, A24, and other daring filmmakers, it would be the perfect time for Meagan to reinvent herself as a screen queen turned final girl for a new generation. And fans on social media have already been making fan edits of her in spooky scenarios, imagining her as the next horror icon. On the lighter side, comedy is also calling her back, because even though her Prime Video series Harlem Rap after multiple seasons, fans refuse to let go of that version of Meagan, the stylish, funny, relatable girlfriend character who can carry both heartfelt moments and laugh out loud. Comedy. Rumors have surfaced that she might team up with Issa Rae on a new series that would serve as a kind of spiritual successor to Insecure, but focusing on women in their late 30s navigating reinvention, love, and ambition. Neither woman has confirmed anything. But when Meagan and Issa were spotted at the same industry event earlier this year, gossip blogs ran with the idea, saying the two were plotting something major. And honestly, it makes sense, because Issa has made a name for herself creating iconic television for Black women, and Meagan has the star power and loyal fan base to make any project an instant hit. Even if it's just a rumor now, the potential is enough to keep fans buzzing. Meanwhile, nostalgia-driven projects also have around Meagan's name. Fans constantly beg for a third installment of Think Like a Man, one of her biggest box office hits. And while the studio hasn't announced anything, chatter resurfaces every time Kevin Hart or Taraji P. Henson brings up the movie interviews. Some even believe a streaming service like Peacock or Prime could swoop in to fund a reunion special, especially since the appetite for reboots and revivals is at an all-time high. On the more playful side, fans often joke about a Cousin Skeeter revival, the Nickelodeon show that gave Meagan one of her earliest roles, suggesting that even a one-off parody episode could work as a nostalgic nod. While that's unlikely, it shows how embedded she is in multiple generations' pop culture memories, from kids' TV to grown-up thrillers. What makes all this even juicier is the way Meagan's personal life intertwines with her career. Her divorce from Devin Franklin was highly publicized, with people painting her as the free spirit breaking away from his structured, faith-driven world. And while both have spoken about mutual respect, fans can't resist reading between their lines. Every time Devin posts something about love, healing, or God's plan, gossip blogs wonder if it's a subliminal message about Meagan. And every time she steps out looking glamorous on a red carpet with Jonathan Majors by her side, people connect it back to her past life as a preacher's wife. It's the kind of layered narrative that makes her endlessly watchable, because she embodies reinvention in real time, going from a church-first marriage to a Hollywood power couple romance, from rom-coms to thrillers, from supporting roles to leading lady status. And fans love that complexity, even if it makes her polarizing. Some call her a chameleon, others call her inconsistent, but everyone agrees she's fascinating. And in Hollywood, fascination is currency. Her evolution is also deeply tied to her advocacy and authenticity. She often speaks openly about therapy, spirituality, and personal growth, which resonates with fans who see her not just as a glamorous star, but also as a woman navigating the same messy realities of life, love, and healing. Yet she's also not afraid to show up in daring fashion choices, post flirty Instagram photos, or speak bluntly in interviews, which makes her unpredictable and, therefore, endlessly gossip-worthy. One day she's praised for her elegance, the next she's critiqued for her relationship choices. But through it all, she remains unapologetically Meagan, and that resilience only adds to her allure. When you take a step back, what emerges is a picture of a woman mastering momentum. Each confirmed project fuels the rumors, each rumor fuels the hype for the confirmed projects, and her personal life keeps everything in the spotlight. It's a self-perpetuating cycle that she seems to navigate with ease. And it's why people say she's having not just a comeback, but a full-on reinvention. From I'll Never Let You Go to Divorce in the Black. From potential Netflix thrillers to Blumhouse horror projects. From possible Issa Rae collapse to nostalgic reboots. Meagan Good is proving that she's more than just an actress. She's a cultural force, a storyteller, and, whether she intended it or not, a gossip goldmine. And the best part is, she seems fully aware of it, leaning into the attention without losing her sense of self. So, as she steps into this next phase of her career, one thing is certain: Hollywood may have tried to put her in a box before, but now, both the industry and the audience can't stop talking about her, can't stop watching her, and, just like the title of her upcoming thriller suggests, they'll never let her go.